I stuck my penis in my grandma's dead ashes. Please don't use that.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to Thought Clusters, episode 10. It's your boy Grif and
Luke
back here.
We're about to start you off
with season 10, guys. 10 seasons.
Season 10. We are pushing them out like it's nobody's business.
Yeah, it's 10. It's season 1, but episode 10, which I think is a pretty fucking big milestone.
10 episodes. That's 10 hours.
10, and we've been here. Well, I've been here for every single one of them. Luke has not.
There's going to be at one point where
actually, you know what? You've been here for 10 episodes. It's just that one we didn't film because the mic was messed up.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Welcome.
There's going to be at some point where he's not going to be able to be here, but I'm still going to be in his room, setting everything up.
Yeah, I'm the producer. I kind of got to be here.
I'm like the only one here in his room. That's gonna happen at some point.
It does happen all the time. I come home and you're just here.
I just sit in your kitchen.
So you want to start the show? Luke has a topic that he's been just itching to talk about.
Yes, I do.
Oh, by the way, I have to do a quick little thing here. We're really appreciative of these guys. We've been sponsored by Imagine Dragons, the actual band, for the past 10 episodes now.
Yeah.
Crazy, great guys. They've been sponsoring every single episode.
And I'm about to bash them.
Are you really?
No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't.
Okay, just full disclaimer, we're not actually sponsored by them. I just noticed as I was watching an old episode.
It's like in it every single...
It's in every fucking episode. It's just right... Well, the first 3 it's not, because that's just audio. But we're like... We might as well be sponsored by them. They don't even need to sponsor us. We're already promoting them.
Hey guys, listen to some Imagine Dragons on Spotify.
I mean, do it.
Who knows if that's illegal or not. We're probably going to get a copyright strike. Which goes straight into my freaking...
Point?
Yeah, my thing.
Words.
Okay, so my first topic, that's what I was looking for. So
yeah, your knee touched me. I'm offended. I'm insulted.
Oh. So an article, okay, all right, well, I already just gave it away. So in Europe, there was this legislative thing passed. It was called Article 13. You know what it is. Where everything, like basically YouTube creators, any video that's like ever posted, memes, like literally everything on the internet is supervised now, and like if there's anything on there that like has something to do with something else and they've already copyrighted it, it's done. Like it's taken off. You have to pay them money. It's insane. Article 13 was probably the worst thing.
Can I just say that pisses me off immensely?
Yeah.
Like, why do you care that so much?
Right.
That's
exactly.
so much.
Like you're taking away like freedom of speech. But,
you're taking away creativity.
That's Europe, so
fuck you.
They don't have the Constitution.
But yeah, whatever. We're America.
Yeah.
What's up? Get in my lane. Just kidding. It's full.
That's a problem. Is it could come to America.
It could, yeah. I don't think it will though.
No, definitely.
I don't
not.
think it technically can though.
Yeah, because
the way our Constitution is written.
Because it's the freedom of speech.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
And the freedom of the press.
Well, here's the thing though. If the people say, you know how it's like, what is it?
The people vote for it, right?
Mm-hmm. Then it could be changed. Yeah. And that's what is it? Steven Crowder, how he went out and was talking about how like hate speech isn't a thing. Because hate speech is legal in Canada. So if I were to say, hey, fuck you, dude, that's offensive speech, I could get fined or go to prison. Whereas in America, you can't. You wouldn't, it's freedom of speech. You're not going to be punished for it.
Right.
You might get punched, but then you can go to prison. But like people in America are like, no, let's make hate speech a thing so that way, if someone says fuck you to me, I can send them to prison.
Right.
But
that's just
once you give that up, you can't get that back.
Right.
And boom, America has no free speech anymore. And I get it, words can hurt. I totally get that. Me, like fucking everyone else, has been bullied at one point in their life, right?
Of course.
But it doesn't matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just rub it off.
And like for the article,
not a gateway though.
Like for us, and like how I was telling you about, like how Imagine Dragons was gonna fit into this. Like we could get copyright strike, like easily.
In the EU.
Yeah, if we were an EU kind of thing, or we lived in the EU and we did this kind of stuff, we would have to take literally everything out of the background. I couldn't have this. You couldn't have that.
Yeah, we'd have to like tape stuff up.
We'd have to literally... We couldn't have this. We'd have to do something about the microphone.
Well, you can't see the logo.
But, I mean, still, somebody could copyright that for... Well, that's a blue microphone.
Maybe, yeah.
So, and like, literally, we'd have to do everything in our power. We couldn't talk about anything that was, like, copyright.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah.
We couldn't say Kleenex, because it's copyright.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
We would get, like, super hard.
Not Kleenex!
No!
Kleenex. But what is it? I made a video a while back, and it was me eating beef jerky while having a speech jammer, and I was reading Christmas tongue twisters.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, it's like a fucked up video because I didn't know how to use Premiere, which is the editing software. This is totally unimportant. But in that video, I covered up the whatever Jack's logo. That it was like the logo of the beef jerky. I covered up with tape, and in the video I say, I don't know why big YouTubers like cover up the logo, and I'm like, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. They cover up logos because it's like, okay, you have to pay to be sponsored. Where, I mean, we're just getting, because I don't really care. They don't have to pay us. I love the Magic Dragons, okay? But, like, isn't that kind of fucked up, though?
Yeah, it is fucked up, especially for the people in Europe that have to, like, that do the kind of shit that we do.
But, like, even if you were, like, on GMM or whatever, they'd cover up these logos. Right. They would cover it up with tape, or they'd put, like, ret and link value plus select or whatever. But obviously we're not going to do that, because one, we're not getting paid, and two, I don't know. I don't really have a reason for number two. I just...
Well, that, and it would be kind of cool to, like, create our own kind of thing to wrap these things in. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, we get, like, covers.
Luke
we don't...
Grif,
who's funding
Grif
this?
and Luke.
Who's paying for this shit?
Mass produce like covers for. Hey,
I just thought it was funny that.
What's up, Dan Reynolds?
That perfect. You know the lead singer. Wow,
yeah,
I'm proud of you. He doesn't like Magic Dragons, which
I'm not a huge fan.
By the way, if Dan Reynolds wants to be on the podcast, you're immediately ejected out of here.
I'm fine with that. It'll just be Luke or Grif and Dan.
By the way, have you ever talked to someone that's like, I hate to say the word famous, but I mean they're famous, right? They're famous, right? Have you ever talked to someone that's like of that popularity? Me neither.
I mean, we don't really... There's no possible way that we could, though.
Yeah, I mean, we live in Indiana. And like,
unless we, like, tried to DM them on, like, Instagram or something. Hey.
Like, the most popular person I think I've ever, like, had a full-on, somewhat conversation with is a guy named Tudvid. I'm sure some of you probably know him, maybe. Out of the 5 people that's watching, I don't know if everyone knows who he is. But he does a lot of like tutorials online, and I sent him some of my art one time because he's basically the reason I know how to do Illustrator. I learned it like a month flat from him, and I DM'd him. I'm like, hey, just new to Illustrator. I'm like, what do you think of my art? And he's like, yeah, it's good. I'm like, you got any pointers or whatever? And he talked to me for a little bit, and he has got like almost 1 million followers. Wow. So like it was kind of a cool thing.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He really is.
Well, now that I think about it, I think I've had some encounter like.
But that. I'm talking about like that doesn't. What I'm saying doesn't really count. I'm talking about like face to face.
Yeah, face to face. I've had like
I'm talking about like an interview.
Yeah.
Like no one's done that.
I've had like online encounters. Yeah. Encounters with like Sounds so stupid.
Just small people like Matthew McConaughey. No.
Yeah, I used to do a bunch of like stuff on like my computer, whatever. You obviously me and you know about this, but like I used to like mod like Minecraft and stuff like that. We used to like download a bunch of shit.
We were weird about that. We were crazy about mods.
But the thing was like I remember I talked to this one guy that like did a bunch of mod tutorials, and like I messaged him or whatever. I was like, hey, I really like your stuff. Like thanks for making these or whatever. And he was like, yeah, no problem, dude. Mm-hmm. Like if you have any help, just like let me know. And I needed help on something, and so I like talked to him about it or whatever. And he like responded back to me. I can't remember his name for the life of me.
Frank Young PC.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Well, I've talked to Meatwagon too.
Oh, I've talked to Demolition Ranch.
Have you really?
Yeah, I commented on one of his pictures, and he like commented back.
That's awesome.
I can't remember which one it was.
I'm sure you guys know who Demolition Ranch is.
Yeah.
He's a pretty big YouTuber.
But, I mean, that's what I consider talking to, is him just commenting back. Yeah.
And, I mean, I've had, like, some conversation with... Because Meatwagon, he's a YouTuber that we both really like. Kind of a little cringy dude. Sometimes, but he's a fucking legend.
He's so wholesome.
He's a legend.
He's a legend.
Yeah. And, by the way, I'm definitely going to make a video on him here in a little bit.
Yeah. Why don't we just combine Meatwagon and Mr. Rice?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. Because they're basically the same person.
Like, comparing. We watch Mr. Rice's videos. And
Meatwagon, come on. Meatwagon's way better.
Okay, well, yeah, but...
Mr. Rice is like, no, I love them both. I can't really. But anyway, so I've talked to Meatwagon a little bit before. And, real quick here. Actually, let me get back to that point. Have you ever talked... So neither one of us have established... No, we both have established that we've never talked to someone popular face-to-face. My whole thing is that, like, I know how to talk to them, but obviously I've never done it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I know that you're not supposed to, like, freak out. Because they probably don't like that. That's just what I assume. Because, like, if you're that popular and stuff like that, you get that shit all the time. Like, oh my god, it's David Durbin. You know? Like, crazy shit. Right. Like, but if you just went up to him like, hey, I'm a big fan, let me get a picture. Or let me get a sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what they love. I think, like, shaking their hands.
Because it is just a normal person. It's just their job puts them on this pretty big pedestal.
I think they'd be really cool to meet somebody from, like, a movie. Like, maybe... like Mark Hamill, the guy that played Luke Skywalker.
I've heard he's kind of a...
Yeah, I've heard he's kind of a dick, but, I mean, no offense, Mark Hamill, but don't be a dick.
Oh, shit.
You're still really cool, though. You're a cool guy. Yeah. But, also,
I mean, he's pretty classic.
Chris Pratt, dude.
Yeah, Chris Pratt.
Holy crap. That would make my entire life if I could meet that guy.
Really? Is that like your most like popular person? That's like 100% who you'd want to meet. I don't know who
if I could meet anybody in this entire world, it'd be Chris Pratt.
Damn. But like, would you sit down?
He's so cool.
Would you sit down and have a conversation?
Yeah.
With him? Like, if you guys went and like talked or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What I would think would be dope is like, I think this would be the dopest thing, and I wish that either I can get to a point like that, or obviously we can get to a point like that, where we're like at a Rhett and Link stature, or at like in a musical stature.
We can actually have like people on our show.
Yeah, something like that. And if we were like at that stature, and like a fan came up to us or whatever, you go out and be like, hey, let's get lunch. Like, wouldn't that be the sickest thing?
That'd be the
if I saw Dan Reynolds like walking around LA and I'm like, hey dude, what's up? And he's like, hey, let's grab a sandwich. Like, wouldn't that be sick? Like, obviously
that's way in the future.
Yeah,
holy crap.
That's way not gonna happen. But like, if we get to a point, let's fucking start doing that.
Right? Yeah, that'd be
like
awesome.
I think that'd be fun. We're talking way too in the head.
Yeah.
But like, I just thought of that, and I'm like, how fucking dope would that be?
Yeah, that'd be like sick as fuck.
Like, imagine just seeing like Rhett McLaughlin walking around like downtown LA, and you're just like, dude, what's up? And he's like, hey, you want to grab a fucking meatball? You know, wouldn't that be sick?
Yeah, that would. Oh man, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you don't necessarily have to become friends forever, but like, just sit down and have a conversation.
You know what I just thought about? Mm-hmm. What if? I think about the universe
while I'm eating it, but then I pause because I'm thinking about its ingredients.
No, but I was thinking about like, dude, what if, like, me and you get to that stature or whatever, and Rhett and Link are like old, or whatever, they're like older, and they don't really do that kind of stuff anymore. So we like take their place, or like we contact them, and they're like, listen. You guys
we've always thought that
are exactly like us. You have to take our place. And so we're like...
And just continue GMM? Dude, that would be bad.
Bad?
Now, okay, but I know how this kind of sounds probably to someone out on the outside. Like, how could you ever replace them? But in our minds, ever since we were little and found GMM, I'll get to my point here in a second, we've always compared ourselves to them, no matter what we did. I've always been Rhett and he's always been Link. And getting to know us more personally, you'll see how more real that is.
Yeah.
But, I mean, obviously we're not the same person, but, you know, still. That's just always been, like, our vision to, like, be GMM. Like, we've been crazy about it.
Be exactly like
fangirling. God.
Fanboy.
But, what was I going to... Okay, that would be bad because... Okay.
Jesus God.
I'm going to hurt myself.
Shit. Yeah, you're probably going to, like, break a blood vessel.
Break a blood...
Just snap it in half.
Do you remember Wales? Do you remember Ray William Johnson? He was the first YouTuber to hit like 10 million subs.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he did like those like things where he talked about videos or whatever. Okay, obviously he quit YouTube a while back. Like, I don't even know, 2013? He's been out of the game for a while. He still makes movies, I think. I think maybe he's pursuing comedy. I don't know. But his channel's still up, and it's been replaced by other people that he knows. And he was the first person to hit 10 million subs. I checked his channel the other day. He's down to almost 8 million. So almost 2 million people have unsubscribed. Yeah. Because,
and, like, do you remember the one time in GMM when they would, like, substitute, like, some of their employees in?
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, I hate it. I don't like it. I don't mind their cast. I think they have the funniest cast ever.
But, like, it just, you can't
it doesn't
substitute.
Work.
Yeah.
You can't do it. That's why I think that, obviously, that wouldn't work. And obviously, we're not, like, saying that we're as good as them.
But, okay, well, let me
I mean, for this set here, this is the discount version.
Discount GMM.
This is the discount GMM that, like, was kind of swept underneath, like, one of the shelves and was just kind of forgot for a little bit. It's a little moldy, but you can still
And then they pull it out, and they're like, damn, this actually could work. But no, I was thinking about, like, yeah, like, we could do that, or we could, like, be in cahoots with Rhett and Link or whatever. Boom.
Where's a package? It could be a package.
Should we go answer it?
Here, let me go. I'm gonna go answer the door. You keep company.
Oh. Okay, so...
My ass is gonna go in front of the screen, I'm sorry. Just talk about life.
You better hurry.
Okay.
Okay, so anyways. So as I was saying, like, instead of Rhett and Link, okay, so, like, eventually when we get to that point of, like, being in cahoots, with, like, Rhett and Link and all that kind of stuff, like, oh, maybe we could, you know, instead of, like, taking over their channel, we could just, like, create our own. And then when their channel kind of, like, dies out, or, like, nothing can really work on their channel, or, like, they're too old, or they do something else, or whatever, like, we could just, like, jump in there and not necessarily be GMM, but we could, like, be something else, like, close to it, you know?
I'll be back in, like, 3 minutes.
What?
Yeah, I'll be back in 3 minutes.
Where are you going?
Just keep company.
Oh, my God. All right. Okay, so I guess I'm here for 3 minutes, and... You're not. Okay, so we're gonna talk about my next topic without Griffin, because he's a loser. Don't tell him that. He's a loser. Okay, so here we go. You ready? So, you guys probably already know this, but driving, all right? Oh, man. Driving. It is the best thing in the entire world to me, okay? At this point in time, as a teenager, I have like the potential freedom to go literally anywhere, anytime. Obviously with the right resources, I can't like go anywhere without gas. So, but like, driving places is like that sense of freedom where you're just like, I'm independent now, and like everybody, all the kids in the world, maybe not all of them, but most of the kids in the world, like my age, they're like, man, I just want to grow up. I just want to go out there and I just want to like be myself. I want to be by myself. And it's like, yeah, no, I completely understand that. I do too. But like, it's scary. Like, cause like, but also it's like fun. Like it's so cool. Obviously I drove, all the way up north just yesterday, to go meet up with one of my really good friends. And so we just went, it was so amazing. I loved it so much. It was such a great time, and I just loved driving. It was probably one of my favorite things ever. I had all the windows down. It was a nice day outside. I just started like jamming out to music, it was awesome. You can do whatever you want, and it's just that sense of freedom that you just love. And like some kids, obviously they're like, oh man, I don't want to drive. And actually, when I got my car, I got it from a guy named Bubba. Bubba. Oh, greatest guy in the world. But Bubba, he had this car, and he was like, you guys are looking for a car. I have this car sitting in my driveway. I was going to give it to my son, but he just doesn't want to drive. And I, like, for the longest time, as soon as he said that, I was like, how do you not want to drive? Like, how can you not go out and be like, there's a car waiting for me right there. All I need to do is go get my license and I'm free. He just didn't want to do it. He thought that getting around with other people was a lot easier. And I respect that, I completely understand that. But like, you get a sense of freedom when you have that, that sense of like, oh wow, like I can do this on my own. Like I can go where I need to. And obviously that's, going along with getting a job and all that kind of stuff and whatnot, going to be able to do whatever you want. All that kind of stuff. Oh, it's so heartwarming. I just love it. It's wholesome. Especially when you get to go and see people that you care about, like I did. But, it's just amazing. I love driving so much. It just releases like it like relaxes me. And I was talking about it the other day. I was like, driving can either be like a really good thing or like a really, really bad thing. Like you can have those one drives where you're just like driving around, and then you accidentally like miss a turn or something like that. And you're like, shit, like fuck. And then it just like turns out to be like this awful driving experience or whatever. And then you can go out like sometimes and be like, wow, like I love driving. Like I could do this all day, every day. Best thing ever. Love it in the world. Love it like the world. That was a really weird thing to say. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's all I've had to talk about. I'm not gonna like not stop talking because obviously Griffin isn't back yet, but he has some topics that we can talk about. I mean, yeah, it'd be pretty hard to do this on my own. I can say that for a fact. I don't know how Griffin did it on his own. I guess I just need more topics. I guess one thing that I didn't get to touch on very well, or as much as I wanted to, was Article 13. That just, like, to me, like, it bothers me. Like, I know there's nothing, like, I can really do about it. Like, I can't go to Europe and, like, protest about it, because that's not how that works. But, I just, like, it bothers me. Like, I see all these people, like, making jokes about Europe and all that kind of stuff, and, like, it just bothers me. I don't know why. It bothers me more than it is funny. Because those people, like, there could be two teenagers exactly like me and Griffin trying to do the exact same thing, and it's gone now. Like, they can't do it anymore because everything is copyright. You know, maybe they did have like a music poster or like a movie poster in the background. Gone. Your video's taken down. Sorry, can't do it. It's just, it's stupid to me. Like, I don't get why you can make, why you would put money over morals. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you destroy somebody's thought process and their dream or you know, their creative mind for money? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. And it's just, it's disheartening and like just very disappointing in like people who make those kinds of decisions. You know, obviously people are making jokes about how like the German politician or whatever that made the joke was like now known as the guy that messed up Germany since like World War II. So it's just funny, but you know, it's just sad. Like, I think that Article 13 was the worst thing to ever happen to Europe. I take that back. Probably the genocide that happened there. That was probably the worst thing that happened to Europe. And okay, and nowadays in my lifetime, this is probably the worst thing to happen to Europe. No, I take that back too. There's been a lot of bad stuff that's happened in Europe, so I'm not going to say that. It was a pretty bad thing. It was a pretty bad thing that happened to Europe. Awful. Can't get out. Oh, it's just bad. I don't like it. But anyways, so we have Griffin's phone here, and I can't get into it, so sorry if you were thinking about it. But no, yeah, I drove yesterday, which I really enjoyed. Oh, The Walking Dead. Holy crap. I don't want to like bring up too much on that because obviously I haven't finished it yet, but like season 9 is getting whack, you know? Like, it's getting really whack. I haven't watched too far into it. I'm only at like episode 11. I need to get like 15 before the season finale. But I'm like super excited. The Walking Dead is one of me and Griffin's favorite things to do. Is just to watch.
I have to pee and then I'll be back in.
And so like me and him, we'll like talk about it. We'll watch it and whatnot. And oh man, it's so fun. And it's such a good show. They took away a lot of good characters, you know, every once in a while. Like, I'm not going to name any because that would be a spoiler alert, but they did take away some good characters, which kind of changed the show a little bit. But, you know, other than that, like, it's just like that type of feeling or that like type of, you know, I don't know how to describe it. It's just like a feeling that you get when you watch it, you know? Like, going back to, like, season 1 and season 2 and all that kind of stuff, it's like, wow. Like, that's good. And as much as I think that, like, you know, people don't like those kinds of shows or whatever, it's like, it's really, really good.
You've been keeping them company?
Yeah, I have.
My ass is on the screen. Okay.
Well, I already talked about my other topics, so sorry.
What'd you say?
No, it's just about driving.
Oh, okay.
Like, about, like,
I mean, I'll watch it tonight, so.
Yeah. About,
someone's
like,
gotta go through it.
How, like, your,
How long was I gone? Was it a long time?
A good 5 minutes.
We'll cut out your part. Okay.
No, but I was just talking about, like, how driving can be, like, a sense of, like, independence and, like...
Oh, for sure.
And how some other people can think about, like, the guy that I got my car from...
Damn.
That's for you not being here. No, but the guy that I got my car from...
You weren't here for an entire episode.
I'm just kidding. Hey, more power to you.
You got sick.
Yeah.
I have to watch the neighbor's dog. It's a
so
cute...
they were just teaching you on how to do it?
Well, he already went through some stuff, but, like, you know, he's the guy and the girl, the wife or whatever, she's, you know, a little more critical. It's like, it's my dog. They're good Christian people. Come on. They're not going to watch this. But, yeah, so she gave me a house key and, like, a lot of money for food. Way more than it should. But the funny thing is wait, tell me what you were saying first, because I'll get back to my thing.
Well, the guy that I bought my car from, he had that car for his son, or whatever. Like, he was our age when I bought it, and he just didn't want to drive.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah, I don't understand that. Like, he just, like, was like, Dad, I don't need a car. Like, I don't know why you got this for me. I was like, what? Like, how can you not... Like, how can you have a car at your disposal and, like, not use it?
Scared to drive?
Maybe.
Because I could kind of understand that. But
like,
at the same time, it's like, come on.
How can you knock something before you try it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like gay sex. Okay. I think of that every single time. Every single time, like, a dude's like, dude, don't knock it till you try it. Or, like, you got to try everything once. I'm like, so you're going to suck a dick? Huh? He's like, well, I didn't. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
She just comes off and he goes, yeah. And you're like.
All right.
But yeah, totally. I agree with that.
Yeah. I don't know how you can...
I think it's just like a fear of driving.
Yeah, I can get that. And I was talking about like how sometimes when you like mess up or something like that, like it can like literally ruin your entire driving experience.
It sticks with you for like way longer than it should.
Like I turned in front of that guy and now I feel bad. You know, it's like, and then you like...
Because they honk at you and you think like, oh my God, I hope they don't think that like I'm a bad guy. Right. But like in retrospect, it doesn't matter. Right, because they're not mad at you. They're mad at your car.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, they don't see you.
Yeah. So it's like, fuck, man.
And I'm like way too emotional on the road. Because like you think about when someone honks at you, it like fucks with your head a little bit. But also, I always have thought this, and I'm not like a super sentimental person. I'm just not. I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't give a fuck. I'll just get rid of shit all the time. Like my dog and my mom. No, I'm kidding. But when we would drive like on vacation or wherever the fuck, and like we would be either like, usually like behind a car, and then like eventually they part their ways. I'm always like, I wonder what they're going to do with the rest of their day. Like, it's just like a stupid thing, but you're at a light and you just see someone or whatever, and they're like sipping down like, I don't know, a Yoo-hoo or something like that. You're like, I wonder what they're going to do with the rest of the day. Like, it doesn't matter. But like, I just want to know like, what's their story?
Because like last night.
I always think about that.
Last night, I literally was driving back from my aunt's house at like really late at night. It was like 9 o'clock. And so it was like
it's super late, isn't it?
Yeah, well, okay. Late for driving. I was like an hour away from home. So it was pretty good, pretty different.
I hate driving late.
But I love it.
I love it, but I hate it.
But I love it and I hate it because I love it because it's nighttime and like that's...
There's always someone with their bike.
I like nighttime. But also my car is like so short. Everybody's lights go straight into my car. Like straight into my rearview mirror and into my eyes.
Yeah, your car is like a foot off the ground.
Yeah. So it's annoying.
And not like a foot like clearing. It's like the hood is a foot from the ground.
But no, like I was driving down this road. Yeah, I know, honestly. But I was driving down this road or whatever, like really late at night, and some guy pulled out like right behind me, and like started following me like really really close, like right up my ass, and I was going like a tiny bit over the speed limit or whatever, and I was just like driving, and as soon as I got to the highway, you know, I turned left, and they turned left. Everybody turned left. No, but we all turned left onto the highway or whatever, and then I started going like a little bit over the speed limit because normally you go like 5 miles per hour over the speed limit or whatever, like on highways. Yeah. So I was going like 65 and the speed limit was 60.
My dad goes 5 over anywhere. It doesn't fucking matter.
Oh, it's a school zone? 5 over.
10 over. Fuck it.
Oh, fuck it. Let's see how many kids we can hit. But no, that was just a joke.
That's
I'm
a 10
sorry.
Pointer right there.
No, but anyways, so I was driving and I turned in and I was going like 65 and this guy was behind me still. But I kind of lost him a little bit. He was like way far back.
You're just explaining like normal driving conditions at this point. Yeah, I know, but like
right now, this is like, it gets intense. Okay, ready? So I was being a good driver. You know, I was doing everything. I was staying in my lane. You know, hands at 10 and 2. You know, I was doing everything right. You know, I wasn't really caring about it or anything. Like I didn't really think of anything about it. And then he sped up way a lot. Like a lot. Like he sped up like 20 miles per hour. And he got right up behind me and then switched lanes and got like and went like 80 past me. It was a sheriff.
Was he chasing someone?
No, I don't know. But he was right behind me.
Do you think he was abusing being a sheriff?
No, I don't think he was abusing it.
But it was going
like
fucking slow.
No, I was being careful, but like he had followed me from all the way back there, and then I made it all the way to the highway, and I was doing great or whatever. Like that guy could have, if he noticed anything wrong about, because it was just me and him on the road. Mm-hmm. If he noticed anything wrong about,
pressure's on. But at least you didn't know it was.
I didn't know it was a sheriff.
Yeah.
But it was a good thing I was doing like the right thing. I wasn't like fucking.
You want to know something really funny? I was going over to this is like a weird thing because I've never like had said this, I guess. But I was going to meet a girl on Tinder, and it was like the first time. I don't know, I feel weird saying that because usually it like ends with a horror story because like Mr. Nightmare and all that.
Just like sex.
You're showing a lot of chest hair, are you? No, it's just more than you normally show. It's fine. I'm into it. No. Usually you're more of a conceal carry kind of guy. But no, I was going over and I was going to meet this girl on Tinder and she was like, I don't know, 15 minutes away. But I had to drive through town. Sorry, I have like a thing in my throat. But I had to drive through town. And it was fairly snowy. Like it was starting to snow and it was like a misty kind of night.
Was this at the beginning of the year? Or like
This was like...
Like the end of the year.
This was senior year. But it was like maybe, I don't know, 8 months ago.
What?
Yeah.
So the beginning of your senior year.
Yeah, it was somewhere around the middle of senior year. I don't know.
Then how did it snow?
Maybe it wasn't snow.
Was it just rain?
Maybe it was rain. No, I remember it being snow though.
So then it was like I'm
pretty sure it was. Like maybe it wasn't as far back as I think. Yeah, it must have been. I know. I was in school though.
Because you told me that you had Tinder like before you graduated.
Yeah, I had Tinder
maybe
before.
That was...
I know it was snowing. Like I know that. Don't fucking test me, bro. Okay.
Sorry, I'm not gonna.
It was probably with. I know I was close to graduating, and I graduated mid-term, mid of the year, middle of the year.
Yeah. So this winter.
Yeah. So there was a little bit of snow. I don't think it was like full-fledged. It wasn't December yet. Like it wasn't
like November or something.
It was probably early. It had to have been early November. Yeah, it was November, right? Yeah. I know we were gonna watch a scary movie. That's all I fucking know. Okay, fuck off. It was either snowing or it was raining. I just know that it was fucking cold. Mm-hmm. It was foggy. Okay. All of this is completely irrelevant to the story, so fuck you. But I'm driving to her house or whatever, and all of a sudden this car from behind me is like flashing on and off its lights. And like usually, you know how a car hits a bump, it kind of looks like it's flashing its brights on and off,
because it's just like
and that always confused
different
me.
Levels or whatever.
This one I thought that was just it or whatever, and I was going probably faster than I should have, like 7 miles over, maybe even a little bit more. I was going 50 miles over, but I was going a lot faster. Right. It was a 25, and I was probably going 35. I know I'm a savage. No, but I was going decently fast, and this person kept flicking on and off their lights, and it was clear to me. It wasn't like hitting the bumps or anything. It was clearly flicking on and off his lights. I'm like, what the fuck is this dude doing? And I was about to be like, you know what, fuck this guy. I'm going to speed out. I'm just going to fucking belt the fuck out of here. And I'm like, no. I'm just going to slow down and, see, like, maybe he passes or whatever. I don't know. What the fuck? It wasn't even, like, a passable lane, though. That's the thing. And I was like, I don't know, maybe he'll pass me or, like, I don't know, maybe I've got, like, something on my license plate. I don't know. I didn't know what it was. But I slowed down, and I went up for that turn or whatever, and it ended up, he went straight. It was a sheriff. And I don't know why, but this is the only conclusion that I get. I can't not. I can never speak.
Hold on, wait. Was it an Explorer? Was it like a big SUV or was it like a...
It was like the big SUV. Yeah, it was the big one with like the gold painting on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
It passed me up or whatever, and I got to her house or whatever, and I was telling her about that, and she's like, that's fucking weird. And I'm like, yeah, I think he was warning me. Like, I think it was a warning.
But it was like, oh...
He was like, slow down. And I was like, that's so weird. I'm like, that's so bizarre. When have you ever heard like of someone getting a warning like that?
That's nice, though.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm fucking grateful because I would have been fucked, dude. But like, that's so weird to me that he gave me a warning.
Did I tell you one time I was coming to your house?
Did I tell you?
Did I tell you about this one time? No, but I was coming to your house one time. Like around, that bend? Or whatever. Where you're like going down that twisty, tiny road and then you turn...
Wait, the one where it's like up the hill by the bridge? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was going...
Why did you come that way?
Because it was after school.
Okay. Sorry.
No, but I came that way. I came up around that bend or whatever, and I was like, I was going pretty fast. And I came up on that stop sign, and obviously I started to slow down. And until I started to slow down, I looked in my rearview mirror, and there was a cop like right behind me. I was like,
they're always there. They're always there when you don't want them.
Yeah, exactly. I was going like 50 down that road.
Like you want to speed, but just fucking don't, because they're always gonna be there.
Yeah, if you ever have the mindset, dude, you're free, you're home free, just speed or something like that.
You're fucked.
No, you are absolutely stupid.
And I guess I was going just fast enough to where it wasn't as bad, but just slow enough to where it wasn't like
super bad for him to turn on his lights.
Yeah, like I was going just the right speed where it's like, okay, this kid's a little bit over, I'm gonna fuck him up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he knew I was like a new driver. I don't know. Maybe I had like a parking tag. Because I probably had the parking tag from school. Right. Maybe he thought I was a younger driver. I'm not entirely sure. Whatever. He probably just didn't want to pull me over. Because that's the key of why it was a cold, snowy night. I know it was a fucking snowy night. Because it was cold. And that was my conclusion of like, he didn't want to pull me over, so he gave me a warning.
Right.
That's it. That's the only thing I can think of. Because Cops, yeah, they want to do the right thing for the most part. I still believe that. Some people would argue difference, but I still believe that the majority of cops want to do the right thing.
They want to keep
at the same time,
other people
he's
safe.
still a guy trying to get home to his probably wife and kids. Or his man and kids. Or his man and goat. Because being gay is okay.
Or just his goat. You know?
No, that's gay. That's not okay. No, I'm kidding.
Just leaves.
But yes, that was actually like really interesting to me, and I'm like blessed, bro.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I've never had anything happen to me like that.
Yeah, it was fucking weird. Oh, and then another big thing, talk, because I gotta find it. You're not talking.
Just stares at the camera. Hi.
Okay, so something really important and revolutionary happened. I'm going back to YouTube because it's the only thing I have in my life. Okay, so I made a video about a guy named Adrian Gee. Do you remember that? Okay.
Yeah.
I remember that, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And basically, I torched him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I torched him.
It was probably one of the best videos.
It's a good video. And as far as I'm concerned, as like why I make my videos torching people, I'm not like a torch or whatever. I'm not like Torch, okay? But like Cody Ko, Ryan Trahan, or even me, right? Why we make videos talking about people is because it's funny. And it's funny enough. It's funny and bad enough to laugh at, but it's not so bad that it's like, fuck this person, I hate you.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people generally hate Lily Pons. I think she's kind of funny. And she's killing it.
Yeah, and her skit that you talked about, that was pretty damn smart.
Yeah. It's a good video. It generally is. She's just way elevated. Now, granted, she's cringy, and people tell her to stop making those videos, but why? She gets like 6 million views.
Right. There's no reason to stop.
My only thing about her that kind of pisses me off is that she's not pursuing music. She has a really beautiful voice, and I think she should do that. Sorry, I'm speaking from the heart. But anyway, so I made a video about Adrian Gee, and I was working on another video at some point, and this video was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago. Are you going to correct my months again?
Yeah, it was 2.5.
Okay. Well, so anyway, so it's a relatively older video that I've made. Right. Not too old, but that's why I said relatively. I do that every episode, and I hate myself for it. But long story short, he commented on the video.
Did he really?
He commented. He said, haha, I had a laugh from this video. You're a legend, bro.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And I replied with, whoa, appreciate it, man. Thanks for taking it the right way and not killing my dog. Fucking.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Wait, whoa. Not killing my dog.
Yeah.
I don't remember that part.
That was just a random joke that I made
up
then.
Okay.
Because, like, he could have taken it the wrong way and be like, fuck you, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, like, I thought that was cool that he took it the right way. And I actually made a video talking about it. Well, it was, like, going to be a part of the vlog that I just uploaded. Being like, dude, he, replied or whatever. And I was going to go through the whole thing of, like, I don't actually hate him. I never have. I'm not just saying that because he commented on my video. I don't really give a shit. Yeah. But I've never, in the video, I don't think I cross any lines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. It was just like literally it was the exact same of, like, somebody critiquing you, that picture that you posted on Reddit.
Yeah.
By the way, we need to do that for me.
Yeah, we do. Well, and I think I could go through the rest of my comments, and you could go through yours on the podcast.
Oh, that'd be great.
Well, I said that forever ago, and you were like, no.
We should do that, like, right now, dude. Like, after this podcast, we should take my picture and do it. Okay. Upload it to Reddit.
All right. But if you guys don't know, r/roastme on Reddit.
Yeah, go watch his video on it. It's hilarious. Oh, my God.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Bro, you sounded like a fucking dinosaur.
Okay. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool that he did that. Okay, I want to get into like a more serious topic. It's not like a super serious topic.
Laid on me.
Demonetized.
Done.
We don't have money. Okay.
Anal.
Nice. Fucking solid. You gotta clap quieter. Okay. So this like came into my mind, when I was like doing my meditative studying. No, not really. God. Okay. Let's end it. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so I thought about this.
Cut it.
Do you remember last episode when I was talking about that girl that we were basically boyfriend and girlfriend, but I would like avoid her in the hallways?
Yeah, that's my favorite story ever, that you would crouch. I told that to my parents. I was like, dude, you gotta be kidding me, dude. Like, he literally did this.
I guarantee you I would still do that if I was nervous enough. Really? I guarantee you. Probably. I'm that fucking awkward. I really am. I hate confrontation, especially with like her. I don't know why, but she was more of like, I think I said this last episode, she was a bit more experienced. You know what I'm saying? And me, I was making YouTube videos in my room. So, no, actually, I wasn't at that point because I was making... I hate that you do that.
That's what you do.
Yeah, so...
You hate it because it's accurate.
Every day. But no. So last episode I was talking about her, and I kept thinking about that story the more and more, and I texted her. No, I'm kidding. I didn't do that. But I kept thinking about that story, and I'm like, I feel like there was more weird shit that like happened with her. And there was. Not really, but she was into music, and at this point I was in show choir. Mm-hmm. Blow my fucking head off.
I remember this. I remember that.
And I'm not going to talk about show choir in this episode. We can get into that, because that's pretty cringy moment in my life.
Well, didn't you go into show choir in high school?
Yeah. Well, I was in there in freshman year, and I got into, like, the highest one. And then we can talk about that, because that's actually kind of interesting. It's fucking cancer, but it's interesting. But anyway, so I was new to singing, and, like, this was sophomore year. And freshman year, no, 8th grade is when I found out that I could sing. Because my entire life I didn't know I could sing until my friend was like, dude, just go in there and audition. He's like, it doesn't matter. He's like, because the only reason I got into show choir, or like choir in general, in 8th grade is because my friend Owen was like, dude, just join choir with me. I'm like, I don't want to sing. That's fucking gay. And he's like, no, you can just sit there and do nothing. But I ended up getting really like inspired by music and stuff like that. And he's like, dude, just go in there and audition. He's like, it'd be kind of funny, right? And I'm like, okay, whatever. And to him and me, it was kind of like, yeah, we're just fucking around. But in my head, I'm like, what if I like could make it? You know what I'm saying? What if I could be a singer? I'm like, that'd be so cool. So I go in there and everyone sings. And they're all like, one girl said Bubble Guppies. Do you know what that song that is?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is today, but she went, bucka, 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 bubble guppies, something shit like that. I don't know what it was. I don't think she made it, but that's okay. She gave it her all. She put on a little performance or whatever. But the other two people that sang...
Bubble guppies. That's what I would do.
The other people that sang, one was a guy that I knew, and we were pretty close friends. We actually... I
almost spilled that.
That would be like the 5th time you spilt a drink while filming.
Yeah, sorry about that.
But anyway, so one of the guys who sung in that room was, he was a friend of mine. We were like close friends. In fact, we actually spent the night one time, and it was like an hour before we had to wake up and go to football practice, and we ate beef and noodles in my closet and talked. I think that's a great story, okay? Thank you.
Hey, I have a similar story to that as well.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't even know what it is. But he sang, and then another girl sang, and they both had like crazy, powerful, like beautiful voices. They were really good. Very talented.
Wait, they were both girls or?
No, one was a guy.
Okay.
He was my friend. I didn't know him at this point as well, obviously. Right. And we don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore like we... But, so they had powerful voices and stuff like that, and they were really good. And me, even now, I have a pretty softer voice. I don't have a very powerful voice. And in there, I was confident until they sang, and then I'm like, oh my God, I'm fucked. I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I in here? So I ended up singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and somehow made it into the top dancing and singing show choir.
See, that's for me. I can dance, but I just can't sing.
Yeah, he can dance. Actually, we'll have to tell that story when you taught me how to dance.
What? Oh.
Yeah. We'll talk about that.
That was the worst thing ever.
We'll have to talk about that.
That later. Was literally the worst
it's
thing
so good though.
Ever. It was a good story, and it was wholesome, and it was awesome, but it was like the worst thing ever when we started.
We'll do it in a minute. But okay, anyway, going back to singing. So with that awkward girlfriend or whatever. Okay. So I was pretty new to singing, and she was like really confident or whatever, and she turned out to be like one of those show choir people or whatever. But problem is that she couldn't sing.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, she could not sing. Could not do it.
How'd she get into show choir? Then?
Well, there's different levels. There's like, you made it. There's, you're actually pretty good. And then there's, oh, fuck, you're good. Me, the only reason I made it into top one is because I have a good voice. Not by my own account, but by other people's account. Problem is that she never saw me dance. So I immediately kicked myself out of that choir. But she could not sing. But she got intrigued by me because I could sing and because I was in a choir. And She wanted to hear me sing. So I went into my closet. A lot of the story takes place in my closet. I don't know why. But we go to my closet.
Oh, it's like a legendary room.
Yeah. A lot of gay sex, no. But I didn't want anybody else out there to hear me, obviously. So I go in there and I sing her a little, like, whatever. And she's like, oh, man, it was great. You know, that whole thing, you know, fangirls, whatever. I signed her autograph. No. But then
you guys were in there together?
No. We were on FaceTime.
Oh, okay. I was about to be like, oh.
No. Get your mind out of the gutter. But anyway.
Squidward.
But we get in there, and then over FaceTime, she starts singing, you know, to me, because I'm not in a gay way.
I'm just saying.
But she starts singing, because I'm like, okay, well, let me hear you sing. And she obviously sings, you know, because she's confident or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it was bad. Like, it was aggressively bad.
So what'd you do?
I just went, oh, it's really good. I'm like, you just, you know, keep working on it or whatever. But, like, off screen, I'm like...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure every guy does that.
Here's the thing. This draws the question. One, I don't know how to take, like... I can take criticism pretty well. I think I've adapted that. I can't take compliments for some reason. And I don't know how to, like, How do you tell someone that they're bad? That's the main question I want to get into. How do you tell someone that they're bad?
Okay, if I were to tell somebody they were bad, especially singing.
Yeah, let's do singing. So if I came to you and I'm like, hey, dude, I want to be a singer, and I sang to you, how would you tell me?
And you were, if you were bad, you're not.
Yeah, but here's the problem.
But if you were bad.
Here's the problem. I'm your friend, though. Like, we're close enough friends.
Right, I would tell you if you're bad.
But, like, let's say I'm, like, a random, like, a new chick that you are in love with. Don't objectify me.
Okay, so if you were not very good at singing.
Hey, right. I'm Crystal, and I want to be a singer.
Okay, hey, Crystal. Crystal, listen. She turns into like fucking Chewbacca.
She starts turning into the Hulk.
Okay, right, Crystal. Hey, Crystal.
Crystal meth.
Okay. All right, Crystal. Like Crystal, listen. Listen, maybe singing isn't for you.
I was gonna smell my water, but then I'm like, no, I'm gonna fuck everything up. That's it? Mm-hmm. But how are they going to respond to that?
They'll be like, well, I'm really passionate about it. I'm really good at it. And be like, well, maybe...
Kill yourself.
Maybe you should try something different.
Maybe you should pick up an instrument.
Yeah, maybe try doing an instrument. Or maybe try doing something else.
That's fucking it, isn't it? That was so easy. If someone's bad at something, you don't just tell them that they're bad.
You try to
You kill them.
No, you try to get them to do something
Give them
else.
an alternative.
Yeah. So don't tell them they're bad. Just say,
be like, hey, maybe it's not for you.
I think you'd be really good at playing like the piccolo.
Violins, fuck, dude.
Piccolo, violin.
She starts singing, you go, oh. You ever heard of the violin?
Listen, you should try it. You should give it a shout out. I gotta go.
Take this. And that kind of brings me to another thing of, so I've recently gotten into art, like within the past few months. And there's always been that thing that like art teachers say or whatever people say, and they're always like, there's no like bad art, you know what I'm saying? It's just different styles. Where is that line?
Yeah, how can you say, well, because, fun fact, Hitler was actually an artist.
Yeah.
And he went to like multiple colleges for it. And my personal opinion, he was actually pretty good at it. Mm-hmm. And he tried to get into this really prestigious college, and they denied him for it, and that was one of the reasons.
Why he killed
Yes, that's one of the reasons why he, set off on his genocide.
Is that really?
Yeah, actually. I think he was angry about that, and so he heard of this thing called...
You fucking pussy.
He heard of this thing called fascism coming down from Italy, and he was like, wow, that's really cool.
Fascism, I want to try that. I don't know why he's French, but... Close enough.
French, German, same thing. Not really.
They sound the same.
Not at all.
French, German.
Not at all.
French, German. Basically the same word. Mm-mm. Go ahead.
French, German, same word. But
yeah, where's that line?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know how Hitler didn't get into that college.
Because if I were to say, okay, so if you and Tommy, I don't know who the fuck Tommy is, but he's
I know who Tommy is.
Okay, great. If I was your art teacher, I'm like, okay, you draw a self-portrait of Tommy, and you both draw the self-portrait of like Barack Obama, okay? Whatever. And his is like a fucking stick man, and yours is like a beautiful piece, but he said, he was genuinely trying his hardest, but his looks like shit. Does that mean it's still art? It's not. It's art, but it's bad art.
Right.
Eh? So I don't know where the fuck that line is.
Yeah, and also you can't I'm confused on how you can go into like an art gallery and...
But there's literally people who soak themselves in paint and then fuck on a canvas and then hang it up on the wall. Right, exactly. That's literally the thing.
Exactly.
That's not even like an analogy. That's literally...
art gallery or whatever. Like, how the fuck does that work?
There's literally pieces of art where it's like a black ring on a white canvas and it's art. Which, I mean, it's aesthetically pleasing, but like... That's like, it's aesthetically pleasing. It's like, measurement. Can do it. Yeah, but there's measurements in that. Like, I can understand that.
Measure that.
Yeah, but it's symmetry and I can understand that. But I'm saying like, when someone fucking blows sneakers out of their ass onto a canvas, is that still art? I think it is art, but I think it's bad art. And I think there should be a line there.
I think there should be a line there. If anything's coming out your ass during art, it's bad.
Because I feel like that's such a problem with like, because there's certain things that you just can't do. And I know that there's the whole thing of like, you can do anything you put your mind to. No, you can't. Okay? Mm-hmm. If someone's a generally bad singer, you cannot be you're not ever going to be a Dan Reynolds. You're never going to be a what's his name? I'm a believer. That's not even his song. What's his name? The Queen. What's the lead singer?
Oh, Freddie Mercury?
Yeah, you're not going to be a Freddie Mercury. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, if you like dick in your butt, you can be Freddie Mercury.
That's not it. I'm saying like vocally. You cannot do it. If you're not a good painter, if you're just not a creative person, you can't be a Picasso.
Hey, fun fact.
You can't do it.
Freddie Mercury liked dick.
I know he was gay. That's great. But
he died from dick in his butt.
Do you know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Back to reality.
Oh, there goes gravity.
Sorry. No, but I know what you're talking about.
But teachers are always like, oh, you can, if you want to paint something, you can do whatever you want.
But the thing is like some people are like genuinely good at stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like poetry, singing, art.
And they should be fucking doing this crazy stuff, but other people just should not do it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
And I feel like if you're told that like you're really good at something, you should go into it.
Well, you're gonna take it and you're just gonna fucking run with it. That's what the people on American Idol. Obviously, that's played up a little bit, but same shit.
Like you're good at singing and you're good at YouTube. So you're
Some people would beg to differ. Yeah, I mean that's my only thing. Really. That's all I found. I get a couple of dislikes here and there. Actually, you know what's funny about Talk Closer? There isn't a single dislike on this entire channel.
Do you have any dislikes on your channel?
On Grif Deck?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like how many?
Probably 10.
Really?
In total, maybe. I know there's like 2 dislikes on 2 of my... I have no idea. I just know that 2 of my videos have 2 dislikes. So there's at least 7, probably. Because there's other ones with a couple dislikes. Doesn't matter.
By the way, I hope you know that when we do that one thing, we're talking about... Oh my god! Do you remember? You know that when we do that one thing, right?
When we fuck?
No.
You can't put a...
How do you get fucked from...
Because he goes like this. He goes, remember when we do this?
No, I don't.
Just say it.
No, do you realize that when we do this... No.
Just make that symbol?
No, when we get shot.
Oh.
Point blank.
Oh, okay.
This is what I mean point blank, but...
Okay.
Sorry. But when we get shot point blank, we're gonna bleed, right?
Probably.
It's gonna hurt like a motherfucking bitch.
What's your point?
I'm scared.
Oh, well, you don't have to do it. It's just me.
No, I want to do it.
By the way, if you don't know what we're talking about...
I'm scared, but I want to do it. Get one of his videos to 50 likes. I prefer...
the Golden Crow
one... prefer...
The Golden Crow one is already at like 20 likes, so we're getting there.
I
hate that.
The 20-second vlog.
It actually is not peaked. But,
22.
That one has like 10 likes.
XXII.
What is it? Okay, so if you don't know what we're talking about, I made a paintball video, right?
Please go watch it.
And I made a paintball video, and in the video I get shot with paintball body armor or whatever, and it's like 6 shots, right? So I get shot 6 times with body armor on, and I have a box covering my asshole, my penis, not my asshole, my cock, my 9-inch. No, I'm kidding. But I'm not kidding. It's big. Stop. No, I'm kidding. It just gets like generally offended. I'm not though. Like I don't even care.
Dude, comment down below what you think.
Big. But no, so I had a box on my cock. Box on my cock. Sorry, I had a box. Why can't I talk? Box on my cock.
You got shot 6 times in the chest.
6 times with body armor, and then I went to because it was gonna be with body armor shot 6 times,
and then with the
T-shirt,
and then no shirt.
Yeah, but the body armor, it didn't hurt at all because it was body armor. And I'm like, oh my God, I got this. And then once we get to the shirt part, I'm like, holy fuck, that hurts so much more because there's no armor. And then I'm like, there's no way I'm taking my shirt off. And I totally pussied out of it. And I mean, you can see the clips where Luke's trying to talk me into it. You see me in my eyes?
Look me in my eyes. You see me in my eyes?
But so I made a promise on that one. If any of my videos hit 50 likes, which they haven't yet, thank God, I'm going to be shot point blank with just one paintball?
Yeah. We're both going to do it one paintball.
Well, you don't have to do it.
I want to do it.
You're not even a part of that.
But I want to.
You can shoot me.
It'd be more content.
Why? You don't have to.
But I want to. I want to be there for you.
But when did you say you were scared?
Because I am.
Okay. Well, we're going to do that.
So, please.
Peeking. You're peeking. I have to go in and I have to bring that down. I have to bring it down.
Hey. You peeked it just then. I didn't even clap. Get it to 50 likes.
It doesn't have to be that video.
XXII. Hey, that's the most.
It can be any video.
It's the best video.
It can be any video.
It's the best video.
Well.
And if we all compile it to one video, and it's the best video.
Well, and there's one video, the Golden Crow one, where I talk about Golden Crow.
Yeah, but.
That one has 19 or 20 likes, I think.
Yeah, but that's old. You know what I mean?
Sorry.
No, hey, I didn't say it was good. I just said it was old.
You just say it was good?
Yeah, it's good.
You just said, I didn't say it was good. Never mind.
Or I meant to say I didn't say it was bad.
But yeah, so art. So yeah, that was...
I meant Griffin.
Huh. I don't care. It's fine.
I love you.
Oh my god, you guys are gonna come back to like episode 11 and Luke's head's gonna be right here. He's gonna be giving me a blowjob. I love you! You said I love you like 18 times in this fucking episode.
No. Once.
You say it more than you should. I'm kidding, I love you too.
No, but definitely. We're gonna do that. 100%.
You don't have to.
For fact.
Okay, you can do it.
What time are we at?
56 minutes.
That's not bad. All right, see you guys in that.
So one thing I want to talk about is cold showers. So a YouTuber that I watch, Matt Diavella, I love how the show gets like so fucking amped up, and then we just bring it back down.
Cold showers.
Yeah, cold showers. It's a cold shower. You know, like everything shrinks a bit. Nook in your life. Actually, it doesn't shrink as much as you'd think. To be totally honest with you, as a man of experience in that genre of life, doesn't. That's a perfect noise for that. I can just picture like all the skin like bunching up.
That's what happens.
Anyway, so I took cold shower. Okay, so YouTube. I'm gonna hit a stroke. I watch a YouTuber called Matt Diavella, and he's a minimalist. He recently blew up on YouTube because they made a video called My Minimalist Lifestyle, something similar to that. I'm sure you can find it. But he made a video where he talked about taking cold showers for a month, and it was actually in like a competition, not a competition, but like a group participant thing that you could be a part of. He announced it on Instagram. He's like, hey, I'm going to be taking cold showers for 30 days. Like, join me on this journey. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to fucking do it. So for 30 days, obviously I didn't take a shower
every... You took cold showers?
Yeah, for 30 days I took a cold shower every single day. Not every single day, but like more often than not.
Obviously. So hold on, let me ask you this.
So probably every 2 or 3 days I took a cold shower. Freezing cold shower.
What is the advantage of this?
Well, I'll tell you. Because it's actually really interesting. Because honestly, I didn't really know for the first 3 days. I'm like, what the fuck is the point of this? And I actually did a bit of research, and I'm going to talk without the facts first and just like give my personal experience. When you first get into your cold shower, now I had it like buttfuck freezing cold, which he gave a temperature on his, and it turned out to be like 60 degrees, which is, I mean, it's not warm, obviously, for water.
It's still pretty cold.
But it burns a little bit, right? Because it's freezing fucking cold water, kind of. And plus you're expecting warm water. When you first get in, it takes your breath away. Do you remember GMM where they get into like the ice bath?
Yeah, and they were both
He's like, it's taking my breath away.
Yeah.
That's what happens in a cold shower. It's fucking freezing, but it not instantly, but it subsides greatly. And now, anytime I get into a cold shower, I'm fine. I have no reaction. I'm completely immune to it.
That's so bizarre to me.
In fact, this was like, I think maybe a month or 2 ago that I did this. I'm not entirely sure. I think it was probably about a month ago that I did it. It was in January. When was that?
A couple months ago.
Yeah, a couple months ago. Okay. But now I still take cold showers, like willingly. I do it all the time now. Now, you shouldn't do it all the time, constantly, forever, just because hot water is going to clean you up a little bit better. But the science behind it is, well, a guy named Julian Smith is the author, not Julian Smith on YouTube, but a different Julian Smith, a scientist. I met a man there, a scientist. It's from The Walking Dead.
Go watch his impression videos.
Don't. Stop sponsoring me. We're already sponsored.
Oh, sorry. I'm Dan Reynolds. My bad.
But there's a thing that Julian Smith, not Julian Smith from YouTube, but an author, Julian Smith, I think he's a scientist, I'm not sure. But he wrote a book about, it's called The Flinch. And what the flinch is, I don't really know everything because I kind of forget. But basically when you get into the shower and it's cold, you flinch, right? You're like, oh my God, this is so fucking cold, I hate this or whatever. But it instantly subsides. Same with doing something, what's something that scares you? Just fucking fearless.
I can't think
spiders?
of anything. No?
God damn, really? I'm scared of spiders. What about heights? Well, not heights. You don't really care. Wow, God, you're a fearless man. God. Do you fear God? Let's not use that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but...
Okay. How about falling off a fucking cliff?
Okay, yeah, that's kind of scary. But...
So, no, I'm not going to use that.
Okay, I flinch myself awake.
Something that would make you uncomfortable would be like going up to talk to a girl, right?
Okay, all right.
You go up to talk to a girl, you're like, oh my God, this is so uncomfortable. But like, as soon as you're doing it, or as soon as you give that presentation in front of the class, it instantly subsides. You're like, you know what, I fucking got this.
Right.
Now, the more and more you do that, practice makes perfect, right? The more and more that I've taken these cold showers, the more I've built up this resilience to it. And the whole, like, after effect of this is like in a real world situation, what if I'm living somewhere where maybe just hot water is an option? What if my water heater goes out and I can't take a hot shower for a week? I don't give a fuck. I can take cold showers. It doesn't matter to me. And plus, I've noticed that when I go outside, the cold temperature, it doesn't bother me much. This sounds like stupid, but it's 100% true. I go outside and like it doesn't bother me as much. It's not that it doesn't bother me. One, I have a high pain tolerance, so I can kind of deal with that kind of stuff a little bit better than I'd say most people, I would say.
Yeah, I definitely don't have a high pain tolerance.
Yeah. Which is going to be great when you get shot with a paintball point blank and you start bleeding.
Or I'm just going to like scream, Jesus Christ, God Almighty.
My point was where?
You're outside pain tolerance.
Yeah, being outside, obviously, it just, you get that initial flinch of, God, this is fucking uncomfortable, I hate this. And you can collect yourself and you can be like, okay, I can do this. And going back to what we talked about last episode about being a man, I feel like that's important. Being able to like, because like when I went out for the tire, I'm not saying that taking cold showers is 100% related to that, but when I went out to change the tire, there's obviously that flinch of like, fuck, I have to do this now? Like, this is going to be so fucked up. What if I fuck this up, break the car? I put that aside and I fixed it, and like everything was fine. And I feel like as a man, you should be able to do that.
Take a cold shower?
Sure. But like,
I guess I've never thought
kind
of
of interesting
directly that way, but yeah.
Here's the funny thing. When I was around 10, 11, 12-ish, 10, 11, 12, somewhere around there, I would willingly take cold showers. And I would, like, be in there and I would be, like, screaming and hollering. I'm like, oh, my God. And I would, like, try and clean myself as much as I could. And oftentimes I would come out of the shower with still soap in my hair, so I had to go back in and rinse it all off again. And my dad would be like, why the fuck do you do that? He's like, you make so much noise. And I'm like, well, because someday I'm going to be completely immune to cold temperatures. Turns out that's somewhat true. And I didn't, and the only reason I did that is because, like, The Walking Dead and that kind of stuff. So I probably wasn't 12. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess I could have been. Yeah, it's probably more around, like, 14, 15. But I'd watch, like, The Walking Dead, and, like, they were survivors, and that was badass. I'm like, I'm going to build up my resilience. That way when I'm outside, I just don't even feel the cold. Now, granted, you're going to feel the cold. You will die if you climb Mount Everest with no clothes on. 100%.
Butt-ass naked climbing Mount Everest.
Fuck me! But it's interesting to me that I had that mentality when I was so young. Now, granted, I was kind of expanding on it a little bit too much, because obviously you're not going to be completely immune to fire if you keep burning yourself. But, you know, it's an interesting thing of how much... It's been interesting to me of how differently... This sounds cheesy, but how differently my life has been since I've, like, been taking cold showers for a month. Like, I find it easier to wake up after getting less sleep. I find it easier to just sit down and focus and work.
Really? Because
you have that flinch, and you're like, I don't want to fucking work. But then you're like, shut the fuck up and work. So you do shit. You go for a run. You work out more. I've been meditating more now.
I feel like
I have 3 penises now.
Somehow. No, but
I can grow 7 dicks.
I feel like somehow that's different from everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
like how to overcome that flinch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I feel
different.
like I've already done that.
What flinch?
Like for everything.
You're like becoming a rock solid badass in this video. You have no fears. You have no flinches.
Like, I don't know why. I just don't flinch in situations like that. Like, there are some certain
I'm not saying like a literal, like...
Right, but like that metaphorical... Like,
I'm saying like a mental block of like, fuck, I have to do this.
Right, exactly. Yeah, of course everybody has that, but like, right after I like think about that, I'm like, do it.
Yeah, and that's good. And so something probably happened that you adapted to that.
Yeah. Like going somewhere and doing something that you know you're not comfortable with doing or something like that, or meeting somebody new, or...
It's interesting how much the body can, like, adapt to things. Like, I never really thought that much into it of how humans are fucking badass. Because I've always thought, like, humans fucking suck. Like, I wish I was a dog. At least I'd have, like, claws or teeth or something like that. But, and this may sound stupid at first, but our power is our mind, obviously. Like, you know, that's why we're super intelligent. But at the same time, we can adapt.
We can, like, actually think about
a lot of
things.
shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Science, man. But yeah, so the flinch, I feel like I should read the book, The Flinch, but I'm not really a reader.
Wait, is it by Julian Smith?
Julian Smith, that's the author. Yeah, so that's interesting. All right, well, we brought it back down, bro. You got anything else you want to say? Or
not really,
finish it? Oh, you just want to end it real quick? You fucking dumbass. By the way, I'm really excited to go through your little 15-minute segment.
Oh.
I'm really excited to see how that
It's
went.
literally... it's not that good.
I'm really excited to hear that. Yeah, man.
Thanks for sitting with us. Like, honestly.
Sitting on top of
All right, Crystal,
thank you guys.
calm
down. I'm Crystal Mouth. Shut it down. Thank you guys for watching the 10th episode of Thought Cluster. We will continue to get better with our shit. By the way, we didn't even mention we got a pop filter for... Well, I got a pop filter. Don't fuck with it.
I'd fuck with mine.
So we got a pop filter for the mic. So hopefully that helped a little bit with better audio in this episode. I'm not entirely sure. God, we've dragged these outros out for so long. Thank you guys for watching
the 10th episode of Thought Cluster.
We'll see you next week. Bing, bing, chickada, bing, bing, chickada. By the way,
I do that like every time.
Yeah, you immediately go to this. Wait, okay, we need a laugh for the outro.
I literally just fucking screamed.